I've always believed the quiet moments in a relationship reveal more truth than the loud ones ever do. The pauses, the hesitation, the unexplained distance that sneaks in long before the truth finally shows itself. Looking back, every sign was there. I just didn't want to see it. Didn't want to admit that something I built with love was beginning to collapse. Quietly, slowly, inevitably. My name is Daniel. I'm 36. I work in IT. I pay my bills on time. I don't pretend to be anything I'm not. My wife Emily used to love that about me. My steadiness. My calm. I thought those qualities held us together. At some point, steadiness turned into predictable, and calm started sounding like boring. But nothing prepared me for the night everything shifted. It was a Friday, one of those rare evenings where neither of us had work, so we decided to grab dinner downtown. Neutral territory, a cozy place with warm lights and soft music. An environment that lies for you, making everything feel fine even when it isn't. I arrived first, sitting there scrolling through emails when I saw her walk in. She looked different. Not bad, just different. Too polished. Too deliberate. Too much effort for a casual dinner with her husband. I smiled anyway. "Hey," she said, leaning in for a polite kiss on the cheek. A polite kiss. A red flag disguised as manners. "You look nice," I said. "Thanks. I hope you don't mind, but I invited someone to join us." Before I could process that, a man walked in behind her. Late 30s. Gym-built. Perfect beard. The kind of confident smirk men wear when they're convinced they've already won whatever game they think they're playing. "This is Tyler," she said. Too quickly. Too lightly. Too rehearsed. "A friend." That word hit the table like a bad joke. "Good to meet you, man," he said, offering a hand like he owned the place. "Emily's told me a lot." I shook his hand. Firm grip. Practiced. Performative. We sat, and the air immediately grew heavier. Emily angled her body slightly toward him. Laughed too easily. Avoided my eyes whenever the conversation drifted near anything personal. "So," Tyler said, flipping his menu, "you guys come here often?" "We used to," I replied calmly. "It was one of our spots." Emily's jaw tightened. A small victory, not one I celebrated. He nodded, oblivious. "Emily mentioned you're in IT. I do consulting. Pretty demanding stuff." His tone was the kind meant to imply superiority without saying it out loud. I'd met men like him all my life. Men mistaking confidence for character. "Consulting's broad," I said. "What exactly do you consult on?" He hesitated. Just a flicker, but enough. Business growth. Efficiency. Scaling. Stuff like that. Buzzwords. No substance. Dinner dragged on, tension tightening like a rope. Tyler kept trying to impress. Emily kept shrinking. And me? I just observed. Calmly. Clearly. Because the more I watched, the more obvious it became that Tyler wasn't here by accident. He was being introduced, compared, tested. I wasn't going to play along. So when he flashed another smug, charming smile, I leaned back, folded my hands, and asked the question that split the night in half. "Tyler, does your wife know you're here tonight?" The entire table froze. Emily blinked. Confusion, panic, disbelief all at once. She wasn't expecting me to be calm. She wasn't expecting me to be paying attention. Tyler stiffened. The smirk died instantly. "My wife," he repeated. "I'm not married." I nodded. "Interesting. So the ring-tan line is from what?" "Your CrossFit gloves." His eyes shot to his finger before he could stop himself. So did Emily's. When she saw the pale band of skin, her lips parted. "Tyler, you told me you were divorced." He swallowed hard. "Separated," he corrected. I said separated. "Not even close," I said quietly. He felt it, his mask slipping. Emily stared at him. Anger and embarrassment crashing together. "You told me your wife cheated. You said you moved out." "We're in the process," he muttered. "It's complicated." "No," I said. "Lying is complicated. The truth is simple." Emily's voice cracked. "I didn't know." "I believe you," I said. "But you brought someone who pretended not to be married. Same outcome." Tyler suddenly pushed his chair back. "You know what? I don't need this. Emily, Call me later if you want someone who's not stuck in the past. He stood. Running, not leaving. Tyler, I said. He turned. Do your wife a favor. Stop lying long enough to either fix your marriage or end it cleanly. She deserves better than this version of you. He didn't respond. He left. The room finally exhaled. Emily sank into her chair, face pale, voice small. Why did you handle it like that? So calmly. I took a breath. Because at some point you started looking at me like I was small. Predictable. Easy to overlook. Maybe you thought someone louder or flashier would make you feel something again. A tear slipped down her cheek. I'm not competing for you, Emily, I said softly. Not with him. Not with anyone. If you're unsure about us, bringing another man to dinner won't clarify anything. It just shows how lost we already are. So what now? She whispered. I stood, placing enough money to cover the bill. Now we take space. Real space. Not the kind filled with strangers. The kind where we figure out if there's anything left to save. She nodded, broken in a way I didn't take pleasure in. I walked out of the restaurant the same way I had walked into our marriage years ago. Steady, calm, knowing who I was. Only this time I wasn't the one unsure. She was. And the clarity didn't hurt. It felt overdue.